Hi, today I'm going to do a quick reading. I'm actually stuck at home because I busted my ankle, but I've been getting all sorts of interesting messages. So I decided to pull out my Lightworker deck and just see what's going on. Of course, if this message is meant for you, you will know. If it doesn't, you can just keep on scrolling. It doesn't matter, okay? I just want to do this for the sake of helping people. I've never actually charged for any tarot readings. I do them out of the kindness of my heart. Any work that I've ever done for people in the past, I've never charged a cent. I just do it because I see the need for it and I want to help people. So that's why I do what I do, because I love doing it. So let's just see what some of the messages are that are going to be coming through. So again, if this resonates for you, that's awesome. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Interesting. So the first one I'm getting is for earth healing. So what this is telling me to tell you is to get outside, enjoy nature, reconnect with the earth, plant a garden, or plant some flowers, or just going for a walk through the woods, or take your dog out for a walk. Just being outside and reconnecting with the earth. I think for some of you, this is really going to have to do with maybe you have an old garden outside that hasn't been tended to for a while. Go do that. It will be very healing for you to be out in nature and to rip those weeds out and to plant in some beautiful flowers. So, first message. Okay, so let's dig into this a little bit more and see if we can find out a little bit more about this earth healing message. What messages do you have for any viewer that comes across this? A paradigm shift. That's interesting. So maybe you're used to being inside. Maybe you've been inside for a long time because of quarantine. Maybe your ideas about everything has changed. Maybe this means you need to reconnect with yourself instead of binge watching on Netflix and Hulu and YouTube videos. I know I've done the same thing. I get it. I totally get it. Paradigm shift is also the number 4, and I feel like for some of you this is going to be an important number. I feel like in 4 months something major is going to happen for you, a complete shift in your life. Like you're going to get that job that you really wanted, that you've been applying for, or you're going to look within yourself and see what needs to change, what needs to shift, and you're recognizing that, and you're realizing that it needs to happen, and it needs, you can't sit around and wallow in misery for the rest of your life. And the best thing to do is to just take a look at your patterns and see what's been going on with you. Spend some time writing things down. Look through those patterns that you have and see which ones that you can really shift and change. And you'll notice in 4 months, you'll see those changes actually happening in your life. And there will be things that happen for the better. And you have someone that's watching out over you. And I know that in this, that looks a little menacing to have this person looking out over you, but in actuality, this is a good thing. I know, I'm having that song go through my head from the 80s, you know, that silly one. I always feel like somebody's watching me, right? It's kind of that idea. Someone is watching out for you. Someone is watching out after you. Someone is trying to help you to make those shifts in your life so that you will get to a better place and you will be happier and you will feel more fulfilled in your life. So you'll have that major shift of going from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to finding something that you really truly love, and you're getting paid to do what you love. And what's better than that? That's pretty cool. Okay, so look for 4 months, maybe 4 weeks, maybe even 4 days for some of you. Perhaps if you're a major manifester, maybe 4 hours. That would be even better. Okay, so let's take a look and find out a little bit more about what these changes are. So what are these changes that are coming up in my mirror's life? Ooh, this top one. Cool. Sixth ray of devotion. 43. 7. 7 is a very lucky number. For some of you, maybe you're 43 years old, or maybe you're 34. Maybe in 7 months, something is going to change. Maybe in a week, something is going to change. Your level of devotion is changing. So your devotion, if you're getting outside more and you're going out into nature more, maybe you'll become more devoted to your plants in your garden. You'll become more devoted to spending more time in nature. This also could mean, because of the sixth ray of devotion, I don't always go by the guidebook. I'm going to go by what essentially the little birdie is telling me. He's not a bird. So it's that spiritual shift in yourself and realizing that what you haven't necessarily brought the things into your life, you've especially if we're talking about negative things. So I don't want anyone to ever think, with the law of attraction, a lot of people talk about like attracts like, and you attract these things into your life. Well, if you've had some major trauma, that's kind of re-traumatizing someone. So the idea is to take a, not necessarily sit down and write down a timeline of everything that you've gone through in your life, but to recognize that you have survived and that you've been able to get yourself to a better place, and you've worked hard to do so. So even with the sixth ray of devotion, I'm picking up on more of like a sixth sense kind of things. So maybe you have some different abilities that people aren't aware of, and you haven't told anyone about it. It's time to tell people, and it's time to be thankful for those abilities that you have, instead of being scared of them and trying to shut them away and listening to loud music, or having the TV on all the time, or listening to what, sometimes if you put white noise on, sometimes it actually makes it worse. I know for myself, because I am clairaudient. So if I start hearing a lot of things, it's usually for a very, very spiritual reason. So it's, I mean, I know it sounds kind of strange for someone to say, oh, I heard this about you. And then you say it out loud, and the person's like, how do you even know that? How do you know that? Right? Kind of freaks people out sometimes, but you'll find that in this day and age, people are really waking up to all of these different abilities that people have, and be thankful. Thank the universe. Be thankful that you have the gift that you do. Be thankful that you can help people with your gift. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. Okay, so let's actually dive a little bit deeper into that and see what we can uncover. So what more do you have from my readers, from my followers? Whoop. First ray of power. How cool. How cool. How cool. This is very, very, very cool. Okay, so I'm just getting the feeling that someone is very much a light worker like myself, and you've got that light within yourself and you really want to help people. So I think that quite honestly, this means that that first gut reaction that you have, what you really want to do with your life, that is going to be it. And that sometimes doesn't start off as being a major money maker, but if we look back at some of these other cards that we've got, especially with earth healing and even the paradigm shift, where we're looking at numbers. So, you know, it could take 4 months for something to take off. It could take a month for something to take off. With your earth healing, perhaps you're very into working with animals like myself. I do a lot of pet sitting and I love working with dogs. I love working with horses. I love working with cats. Maybe you're a lot like me in that regard. And I don't know if you can see, I know it looks a little creepy with this person like looking in, but you're starting to really open your eyes and see what your abilities really are. And you are opening your eyes to them in a whole new light. And maybe you'll find different areas that you want to work. Maybe you want to work with children. I see a child here. Earth healing. So perhaps some of you are pregnant and you don't even know it yet. And maybe you're 4 weeks along. Maybe you're 4 months along. Congratulations, if that's the case. So with your first ray of power and really acknowledging this source of white light, as you see here, and being thankful. As you see here, this is kind of interesting because we're seeing a mother figure here, and we're also seeing a mother figure here, and we're seeing an angel here that has longer hair, so could be acknowledging a mother figure, and that mother figure is past, and that mother figure is seeing your beautiful powers, your beautiful, how far you've come along, and is so, ooh, getting chills, so proud of you, and is excited for all of the good things that are about to happen in your life that you don't even know about yet. So I think this is a very positive reading, and I hope that this helps. If it doesn't, again, you know, this is going to connect with someone, not all. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.